What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And as you guys can see, once again, I am outside with it on this beautiful but hot day here in Dallas, Texas, man. And y'all already seen the title, so y'all already know what we about to get into, man. And before we get started, the 5 key principles for the modern man, my first ever book. Get that. Hit the link in the description. You can get that on Amazon in paperback, and you can also get that on Kindle. And if you want to chat with me, you want to pick my mind, you want to get to know me on a personal level, hit that link on the description. We can set something up. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. Listen, guys, no matter how much you complain, no matter how much you moan and groan, the world you want, the world that you desire, is not coming back. It's not coming back. That world is dead. It's long gone. And I think a lot of men don't understand this, or your mind is not fully grasping what's going on. A lot of men are still holding on to how it used to be. A lot of men are still holding on to what once was. A lot of men are hoping that everything just collapses and women are going to come back and bow down, and traditionalism is going to come back, and we're going to have conservative women again, and you know we're going to have women who respect their bodies and they're virgins. And no, no, it's not. It's done. It's not coming back. We're entering into a new system, a brand new dystopia, right? Y'all ever watch Futurama? Y'all ever seen Futurama? That's the kind of world we're entering to, where nobody knows what gender they are, or people are, multi-gendered. They identify as he, she, it, he, she, alien, he, she, dog, whatever the case is, right? People identify with more than one sexuality, you know, they're bisexual, straight, uh, homo, whatever the case is, people are going to be identifying with more. The birth rate is dropping, right? And more than likely, it probably won't come back. Society and civilizations are going to see large scale population drops, because once boomers die, we're going to see it. Once Generation X die off, we're really going to see it, right? And a lot of men, you guys are not adapting. You guys are not adapting quick enough. Somebody mentioned this in the comments. Men are not adapting fast enough. And I don't know. Well, actually, I do know why. I do know why. Like I just said previously, men are holding on to what once was. Women have moved 10 years, 20 years into the future. No matter how much you don't like it, no matter what you think about it, no matter how you think about it, it is. It is. And women are not coming back, right? As women make more money, as women get more into their careers, as women, delay children, childbirth, and families, they're okay with that. They're okay with that. And I know we see a lot of videos of them crying and bitching and moaning about they can't find no man and when they hit the wall, but best believe many of them, they are absolutely okay with getting a cat and getting a dog and dying alone if they can't find a man on their level or higher than. They're okay with that. They're okay with dying alone. If a woman is making 75K, She wants a man who's making 150. Sorry. Do you have those select few women who um, get with men who are making less than them? Yeah. But also you got to study that dynamic. Is that an ideal dynamic that a man wants to be in? Is that an ideal dynamic that this woman wants to be in? Hell no. Hell no. Most women who say that they don't mind, making more than their spouse is about love and intimacy. Let's see how long those marriages last. Let's see how long those marriages last. It's not gonna last long before she's hopping on the CEO's dick, before she's sucking one of the executives' dick while you still at home, probably playing stay at home motherfucking dad, right? And that's something I'm seeing more often as well. I'm seeing and hearing more and more of men being stay at home dads. I went to the dentist the other day, and no offense to the lady, to the hygienist who worked on my teeth. I'm just using this as a point of reference. No offense if you come across this video, and if you are offended, my bad. But she was talking to me about homeschooling. She wants her child to be homeschooled. And we were just talking and talking, and I was like, okay, so you plan on leaving work and homeschooling. I clearly see that she was married. She had a ring on the finger, and I asked her that, like, yeah, so I'm guessing you plan on leaving your job and focusing on your child or whatever. She's like, oh, no, no, I'm not leaving my job. I want my child to be homeschooled. My husband is a stay-at-home dad, so he plans on staying at home and raising a child. And listen, listen, if that's how your dynamic, if that's what you want your dynamic to be, hey, I'm not knocking you, but I know for a fact that's not the place that a man should be in. That's not the circumstance that a man should be in. I guarantee you that woman doesn't respect him as she would if he was the breadwinner. I know for a fact that that woman don't respect him in that form of fashion like she should. I know. I just know it. I just know it. So there's a rise of men who are not working, who rather who rather stay at home, whose wife or girlfriend may be making more money, and it may make sense for him to stay at home. But even if it does make sense financially, you're still putting yourself in a bad spot. You're putting yourself in a bad spot. And like I said, we're seeing a rise in this. We're seeing a rise in this. We're seeing a reverse of roles. I've talked about this before. Women are becoming men. Men are becoming women. What the fuck is going on? What is going on, man? This is not sustainable. In my opinion, it's not sustainable. But maybe it is. Maybe it is sustainable. Maybe it is sustainable. But only time will tell. Only time will tell if the reversal of roles are actually sustainable. Look, I'm surprised every single day. The moment I think that I'm fully surprised, something else surprised me. And we're getting into crazy territories. Things are happening that has never happened before. We're in historic times, and who knew that technology would get to the point that it is now? Who knew that AI would be rolling out so soon? Who knew that the movies would play out in our lifetime? Things are happening that we saw in the movies. The type of technology that they have, we once thought it was fiction. We once thought it was fiction, guys. And now we're seeing all of that come into fruition. So when they say matriarchies have never lasted through time, we may see something different this time ago, this go around. It may play out a little bit differently. See, the difference between ancient Rome and modern day first world countries like the United States. Ancient Rome didn't have the technology that we have. Ancient Rome didn't have uh, the intellect of many people that we have nowadays. Ancient Rome didn't have social media. Ancient Rome didn't have many things. And don't get me wrong, I understand it on the economic level. I understand it on the civilization level. I understand it. It's not always just about the technology. I mean, there are several things that leads to the decay and the fall of a great society. However, they didn't have the things that we have today. So who's to say that it won't last? Who's to say that we won't or will follow the same footsteps as a Rome or any other society that has failed, in the ancient days? We don't know. We don't know. We're in uncharted territories. We don't know. It's a big question mark. See, a lot of men are hoping for a fall. Many men are hoping for a decay, a severe decay. Many men are hoping for that. Why? Why exactly? Why exactly? Why? So we can go back to the Stone Ages. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. If you can't survive in a time period where you don't need muscle, if you can't survive in a time period where you don't need stamina and endurance or any of that, you don't have to go out and hunt and gather for your food and watch out for predators and other civilizations and other people who may want to kill you and steal your food and steal your village's resources. Please, please, guys, you wouldn't survive. You would absolutely not survive in an age like that. I'm sorry. Most men wouldn't survive. Just like in those ages, most men didn't survive. Most men would be killed. And the strongest would rise to the top, just as we see today. But this time, it's not by force. You can't rise your way to the top by force like you could in the older days. Now it's about this: who's smarter, right? Whose IQ level is higher, right? Who can formulate a profitable and successful business that could change the world? Who could sustain a small economy, right? Who can do that? Who can come up with the best technology? Who can, um, keep people's attention, right? Who can gain an audience? Who can keep the masses distracted? Now that's what it comes down to now. So for you guys who want to see a big crash, who who are waiting for women to come back on their knees, begging and pleading, oh, like we're sorry, we're sorry. I don't think that's gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. The government is always gonna exist to save the women and children. There's gonna be other men in higher places than you, in better positions than you, who are willing to save these women. There's always going to be men who fall for the tears. There's always going to be men who are willing to do whatever it takes. So for you guys who are wishing for the wind to blow here and the wind to blow there, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news for you, but that may not happen. This isn't Rome. This is the new age. You know, we have technology beyond your mental understanding. There's things beyond understanding that are happening that you wouldn't be able to fathom. And a lot of y'all not even doing your research and refusing to understand so you can get ahead. Women are getting ahead, man. The world you want is never coming back, gentlemen. It's not. So for those of you who are crying about marriage, for those of you who are crying about promiscuous women, for those of you who are crying about women not being virgins, bye. If that's what you're living off of, if that's all you're thinking about, I what can I tell you? What can I tell you? Life is bigger than just tits and ass, man. Life is bigger than just getting married. Life is bigger than just a woman staying at home and cooking and cleaning and being, whatever you want her to be. Life is bigger than that, especially as a man. That's not what your life should be based on. Your life should be based on the accumulation of resources. Your life should be based on looking like a fucking monster, getting in the gym, looking like somebody who don't play any games, looking like a force to be reckoned with. That's what your fucking life should be based on. Your life should be based on intellect, reading books, gaining understanding, getting with the times on what's happening around you, right? Seeing what's going on in the economy so you can adjust. That's what your life should be based on. But you guys are too worried about what women are doing. That world isn't coming back. The old world isn't coming back. Even with the jobs, those jobs are not coming back. Those jobs are going to be wiped out. What are you going to do? That world is not coming back. It's never coming back. You can cry, bitch, and moan and get out here in the streets and freaking riot and all that stuff. They're just gonna delete your ass out of the matrix. And that's an after pill. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that link in the description if you want to get your copy of the 5 Key Principles for the Modern Man, my first ever book. Hey man, if you're in a slump right now, you're trying to figure out how to get out of that dark place, you just need a roadmap. Get that 5 Key Principles for the Modern Man. The link is in the description. You can get that on Amazon. You can also get that on Kindle. And if you want to just chat with me, you just want to talk, whatever the case is, you want to pick my mind or just talk about football, it doesn't matter. Hit that link in the description and we can set something up, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.